taken for ball one as we get underway at EK. These Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
And that last loss was one of those games that you hate to lose. It really could have gone either way. I hope we get another close game like that here.
Inciarte is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. And a moment now to Pete. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. But right now, he's among the National League leaders in home runs, so he's had the power stroke working all year. He'll definitely be a guy that the opposition will be very aware of when his spot in the order is coming around.
DJ LeMahieu comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Temperature here at the park tonight, a comfy 72 degrees at first pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Matt, Darryl, he can have that moving strike zone at times. He calls a pretty good game overall, but I know people aren't always sure what he likes.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. And with that, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
The windup and the 0-1. Hot shot toward third, right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. And now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Nolan Arenado will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far.
All right, come on now.
Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Ben Paulson will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
And they start him out away with a cold strike. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Nunez ranging into the outfield. And that's the second out of the inning.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it. So he stays with it and pulls it in.
Here's the first pitch to him. Nick Hundley stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Hey, 2 away now, 2 away.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Very economical to start out there. Got through that first inning on just 9 pitches. He's got a chance to keep it in single digits here again in the second.
Nope. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hard liner to center field, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
base hit now, and that's a solid week or so of swinging the bat with some authority.
Gerardo Parra will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. Right there for strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rockies strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Jose Reyes will get his first shot at it here. He's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Yeah. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy up, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there, so even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Ron Barton is the batter now as he looks at a ball, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Here we go, infield. Knock it down.
First delivery to him on the way. Charlie Blackmon is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
That's just another cut fastball, trying to work that thing back to the outside corner. But he's not getting that call right now, nor is he getting guys to chase it.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now. 3-2 now.
3-2. Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Markakis shading to his right, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. DJ LeMahieu is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Push to the right side, and a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. The speedy Michael Bourne will start things out when we come back. At the plate, Chaz Kennedy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Kennedy.
Into the seats, 0-1.
Wait for a good one, huh?
Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe force seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
1-2.
That misses, 1-2.
Yeah, a smart pitch there. If you've got him to reach for it 0-1, maybe he'll do it again 0-2.
Hey, drive that pitch. Oh, here we go.
Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here,
Carlos Gonzalez is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. First pitch on its way.
The right fielder, number 8.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Line hard, but this is a foul ball.
Ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. And another foul ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Fly ball to straightaway left. Inciarte's there.
I got it.
And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
First baseman, number 10, Ben Paulson.
Digging in to try it again, Ben Paulson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Come on, guys.
Two outs, fellas.
And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy, get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Well, this latest dry spell, it's dropped his average all the way under 240, so you'd like nothing more than to string a few of these together and get back into some kind of rhythm at the plate.
2 down now.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the right-handed hitting catcher, Nick Hundley. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Line toward the alley in left center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, no runner, eat it.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Gerardo Parra gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
First.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 2 left for Colorado. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with Jose Reyes. Heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Up next for Colorado.
And you know, when a guy's shutting you down,
Barden.
you got to look for ways to try and get on the board. So he sees an opportunity here, and he's going to wind up beating this one out.
Let's turn it. Come on now.
Standing in now, Ron Barden looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, no surprise they had him squaring right there, and I figure he'll get 2 more shots to get it down.
And a good call as they pitch out there, but Reyes isn't going yet. Reyes the runner at first with nobody out. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
A wise decision to pull it back. You've got to make sure you bunt at strikes. You're playing right into their hands if you don't.
And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Nunez. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, give him some credit here at second base. He stayed right in there knowing that he was going to take a hard shot. But there's no question that it did influence his throw because it was well off the mark.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out. And he is in there.
That's a heads-up play there at second base. Sees that left fielder has to move all the way into the alley to catch this thing, so he knows he'll have a hard time readjusting his body to make the throw to third, and he's able to move up 90 feet on the flyout.
DJ LeMahieu stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. No runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Chaz Kennedy comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They lead it 1-0. Carlos Gonzalez will lead things off for Colorado as they look to get something started in their half of the 6th. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up the plate, no doubt.
Hot shot to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 20, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far.
Hey, get ahead right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tough call there, but the cutter misses 1-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Fly ball out to right field. On the move is Markakis. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
First baseman, number 10.
Ben Paulson will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup.
And meanwhile, how about that to end the inning? An acrobatic play there, and that retires the side. Another look at a gem at third base as this ball is speared midair. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Nick Hundley will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
This is in the air to right. Moving under it, Markakis, 1 out.
The left fielder, number 8, Gerardo Parra.
Leadoff man retired. Here's Gerardo Parra. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Low for ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Here it comes, 2-0. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw not